We're rolling. This is it.
Oh my god.
Hey everyone. Hi. It's the last episode of Thoughts on Midnight Sun. It's the epilogue.
We're here. We did it. It's 30 chapters later.
Thanks for sticking with us.
Oh my god.
First of all, want to apologize for the super long last few episodes, but there are no rules and it's our show and who cares?
Yeah, so honestly, off. Most importantly, happy prom! We're here! And there's nothing more beautiful and important and amazing than prom.
Maddie and I both won prom queen.
We did.
People couldn't decide who they wanted because like they love us both.
I'm wearing my bottle cap necklace that I got from the Twilight convention.
And her mom mailed her.
That my mom mailed me. Thank you, Mom. It says, I want to spoon and forks.
Yeah. The chain is really long.
So
you can like tuck it in.
You can like tuck it in. It's a
Keep
secret.
it secret. Chapter epilogue. An occasion.
Let's do this.
They kept her in the hospital for 6 more days. I hope Bella has insurance.
This time was my secured time. It would be undeniably wrong to leave when she was still broken. Yeah.
Bella was on the phone with Charlie often. Now that he'd had time to consider all the angles, he was beginning to be angry.
Charlie's mad.
Not at Bella. No, of course.
Never. No, not at Bella.
His anger was positioned in the right direction. After all, none of this would have happened if not for me.
For me!
Edward's so happy that someone's finally mad at him.
He's like, oh, this sucks, but like also
Charlie, thank you.
Ow. But also like the one person whose approval he wanted like in Bella's life for the
true.
whole book. He was like, can we meet Bella's dad?
Oh yeah, she went on like one official date with you and then came back crying, ran away, and fell through glass. This sounds like a toxic relationship.
Went on a date with you and immediately fled town.
Yeah,
so
I don't support it. He's just generally like toward Edward. Looks at everyone's face like,
So Edward tries to avoid more serious conversations with Bella, which is easier than expected because she's always surrounded by doctors and like getting poked and prodded and all of that.
He's like, I wish I could hang out with her because I'm like always worried about her and want her to be okay, but also I don't want to talk about what we talked about. So
I guess I'll walk away. She seemed content enough that I was near. She didn't beg me again for guarantees, but at times I felt sure I saw the doubt in her eyes. I wished I could erase that doubt, that I could mean my promises. But it was better not to speak than to lie again.
She's like, cool, if I just never bring it up, like maybe we'll
we'll
never bring it up.
Just like drop it, like never bring it up.
We'll stay together.
Perfect. Everyone knows that if you avoid getting to the heart of the issue and you never actually try to work through your shared trauma,
you'll eventually get married and be together forever.
And it'll be perfect.
Yay!
Little tip for the girls.
How to tie the knot.
So Bella does have to leave the hospy in a wheelchair, but Bella hates the attention. She's like, don't look at me.
Obviously.
Don't look at me.
Alice took over as nurse and lady in waiting.
Oh!
Very Romeo and Juliet nurse character.
Nurse. Yeah, Bella just goes to her for all the relationship advice, and the nurse is like, honestly, girl, get after it. Like,
go.
Get that.
I will help you.
I will help you.
Charlie could not adequately express his gratitude. He just goes, harumping uncomfortably.
Harumping appreciatively.
Yeah. It was as if during those few days in Phoenix, Alice's vision of Bella as her best friend had come fully to fruition! Yay!
After Bella got hurt, Alice is helping her like shower and take care of all of her stuff. So Bella and Alice become besties, finally.
Yeah.
And honestly, nothing brings two women closer than like on a man in a bathroom.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever he is, he ain't and like I need you to know that you are perfect, you're beautiful, you're amazing.
They were so at ease with each other, already flush with a plethora of inside jokes and confidences.
As if they'd been companions for many years rather than just weeks.
Wow.
Friends forever. Bella had been conflicted about school. Bella's gonna have to be in her wheelchair at school, and she's not about that. She glared menacingly toward the innocent wheelchair folded beside the bed.
You!
Edward says, if I could carry you at school, I would, but what comes after the but? Is it like, but
people would stare more? Or people wouldn't believe that I wouldn't have tired arms from carrying you all day?
They'd be like, wow, he's so strong.
He's so strong.
Oh my God.
He doesn't look like that strong, but I guess he's really strong. That probably wouldn't help with the staring, she says. Probably not. However, while you have never appreciated the fact that I'm actually frightening, I promise you I can do something about the staring.
How?
I'll show you. Now I'm curious. So back to school ASAP! It was easy to make good on that unimportant promise. On her first day back, as I wheeled her from class to class, all I had to do was make eye contact with anyone who seemed too interested. A slight narrowing of my eyes, a tiny curl of my upper lip, and any gawkers were quickly persuaded to focus elsewhere.
Anyone who looks at Bella too long ever just like hisses at me.
Yeah, no, he's literally just like, don't look at my girlfriend! And Bella's just like, cute, love it. Hate attention, love my boyfriend hissing at everyone. Hate attention, would love to watch my boyfriend Naruto run through the halls.
Don't worry, I'll distract everyone. Ready, babe?
She gets a walking cast. Walking cast. Cute. So we're out of the chair. Edward prefers the chair because he prefers to control her.
Yeah. So Jessica Stanley.
Jessica Stanley. We haven't talked about Jess for a while, honestly.
Guys, remember Jessica? Jess with the jugs?
Bella's best friend, Jessica?
Yeah, she's Gossip Girl. The story circulating through the school was wrong on all counts. Jessica Stanley had filled in the gaps. Bella and I had gone to Phoenix together for me to meet her mother,
who lives in Florida.
Jessica, keep up! Jessica insinuated this was because our relationship was becoming very serious. Everyone accepted her version. Most had already forgotten where the tale had originated.
So Edward and Bella are like so serious, and that's why he's hissing at everyone in the hall. Bella now is officially sitting at the Cullen lunch table every day.
Big fucking deal.
Big deal.
Big deal.
Big deal.
Big deal.
I mean, it's stupid, like high school petty drama or whatever, but
no.
She's officially sitting at their table every day.
Yeah, officially. And like, remember the beginning of the book when Alice was like, are you gonna be sitting with us? And everyone was like, of course I'm gonna sit with, like, of course, Alice.
Edward immediately says, of course we'll sit in our regular spot, Alice.
Of course we'll sit.
Why wouldn't we, Alice? You know, I don't give a f about high school petty drama or whatever, but obviously there's a hierarchy here, and I would never not sit in our signature spot,
it's
Alice.
Our spot. Everyone would know if we didn't sit at our table because it's a big deal. It is a big deal, and now Bella sits at their table.
Everyone's clocked it. Emmett and Rosalie are absent from the table. They pretended to eat outside now, hiding in the car if sunlight threatened. Rosalie refuses to sit at the same table with Bella because she's that petty bitch.
Oh my god.
So she goes and sits in the car with her boyfriend in the parking lot for an hour, not even eating.
They don't even eat, so she's just in the car pouting.
Yeah, she's just sitting there like, I can't even look at her. I can't even look at her.
Every day? Get over it, girl.
Sometimes I would slip. She would smile up at me, and I would be inundated by that sense of rightness, the feeling that the two of us were designed to be together. It was hard to remember that this feeling, so pure and strong, was a lie!
We could never be right together.
I am an abomination.
Even though I had that whole epiphany about how like there was no way I could have ignored her because of her like silent mind and like beautiful beauty.
She was formed in such a fashion that there was no way I could possibly overlook her. A ridiculously potent scent to demand my attention. A silent mind to inflame my curiosity. A quiet beauty to hold my eyes. A selfless soul to earn my awe. And it's like,
no, that's so sexy. But it's a lie. It's a lie. It's all a lie. Let's break up. Let's break up. Every time you look at me, I'm really happy and it feels right, but like, let's break up.
So Alice has a new scheme. A new scheme that's gonna disrupt their routine and get Bella back to kind of like human normalcy, right? And you know what the scheme is? You know what the scheme is?
Prom. Alice's motivations were probably at least 70% selfish. She loved a makeover.
She loves a makeover.
Loves it.
My own, I judge to be around 10%. He's like, I'm 10% selfish. Alice is 70% selfish.
Yeah, but me, only 10%.
Me, no.
Like, it's stupid in high school, and like, I would hate to go to prom.
Stupid petty high school drama.
So I only want to go there like 10%.
Only like 10%. When like, Edward, this is your chance to go to prom with a date for probably the first time ever.
He wants to go. Bella doesn't want to go.
Bella doesn't
He's forcing her to go by lying to her. He wants to go that bad.
Bella doesn't want to go to prom.
He doesn't want to risk even asking her because he knows that she'll say no because that's how bad he wants to go to prom.
He wants to go to prom.
It's not 10%. He 100% wants to go to prom.
No, but you're only 10% selfish. Like, as if this isn't entirely for you.
Yeah, as if like all of your actions ever are not entirely selfish.
As if all of your actions ever are ever what Bella wants.
Yeah, no. 100% selfish. I had a vision. Not like Alice, not a true
prophecy vision.
Just like a fantasy.
Yeah.
I envisioned Bella 20 years from now, maturing gracefully into middle age. I imagined her somewhere sunny in a pretty but simple house that was, unless she changed her ways, significantly filled with clutter.
Drag her. She can't clean up her room.
Adding to the clutter would be children, 2 Or 3.
Oh.
I did not try to picture their father, or think about how his face might be reflected in her children. That was all agony! One day, when they were young adolescents, younger than Bella was now, perhaps prompted by a teenage rom-com on TV, one of the children would ask Bella what her high school prom was like. Mom, what was your prom like?
Bella's hypothetical kids hypothetically asking hypothetical old Bella what hypothetical prom was like.
What was your prom, Mom?
Mom, hey Mom, how was prom?
Bella would say, I wasn't really into dances. I didn't go to prom. And the children would be dissatisfied.
Not the children!
No, dissatisfied children! No! Their mother never had any good stories about her teenage years.
Hadn't she ever done
Anything interesting? All right, brats. Bella would have no funny, lighthearted stories. Just a dearth of normal experience. Just secrecy and danger and tales so fantastical she might one day wonder whether they had ever been more than her imagination.
Sounds pretty interesting to me.
Or Bella could laugh when her child asked, and her eyes would suddenly seem far away.
Huh.
It was crazy. My prom? Crazy. My lunatic best friend kidnapped me for a makeover, and my boyfriend took me over my protests. It wasn't so bad in the end. I'm glad I went. At the very least, to see the decor. They were like a budget version of the movie Carrie.
No, you can't watch Carrie. Not yet.
Also, why is prom always just compared to Carrie? Like, they were just at prom, so like...
Was it even prom or wasn't it like homecoming?
It
was totally homecoming in Carrie because it was like around Halloween, right?
Yeah. Not every dance is Carrie, okay? Come up with a better reference, Steph. Come up with a better reference, Steph-friend.
So it was for that moment in Bella's future that I'd allowed Alice to go through with her pushy and somewhat intrusive plan. More than allowed it, I'd aided and abetted.
And this was how I found myself in a tuxedo, chosen by Alice,
Naturally.
A spray of freesia in my hands, waiting at the base of the stairs for Alice's big reveal.
So he's got a little freesia bouquet. Even though Bella told him that her favorite flowers are dahlias for looks and
lavender and lilac
for
fragrance.
Favorite flowers, dahlias for looks, lavenders and lilac for fragrance.
He did say that her blood smells like freesia, so anyway, here's this bouquet that smells like the inside of you.
He's like, here, smell yourself.
Alice wanted every trait seen from the dramatic pageant that was a human prom.
Yeah, they're literally reenacting She's All That. Like,
they are!
Swing, swing, swing the spinning step. You wear those shoes and I will wear that dress. Oh, kiss me.
Except for Bella's in blue and not red, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Bella had become fairly adept with her crutch, but Alice had taken it away from her tonight.
No crutches!
It'll ruin your look! Alice says, you'll manage, and it'll mess up the picture, so no. Bella's like, what picture? No one's taking any pictures. I just meant the mental picture. Calm down. Mental picture? Who's going to see? Just Edward. Well, that worked! Alice noted that Bella's eyes lit up at the mention of my name, and that she moved with an eagerness absent through the entirety of the hair and makeup session. Alice was a little miffed about that.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah, your bestie is hanging out, you're giving her the gift of a makeover, you spend like hours in the bathroom chit-chatting and having a nice time. But the minute that you mentioned her boyfriend, she's suddenly like, my boyfriend!
I can't wait to see my boyfriend.
Yeah, she's sitting like the whole time, like, this is really annoying.
Oh my god.
I hate spending time with you.
I hate spending time with my bestie and like getting cute and feeling pretty.
I made my boyfriend right here. A little miffed, but it's fine.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, and also she made Bella look like amazing to also just be like, hey Edward, you're gonna throw this away?
Oh yeah?
You're gonna throw this away? This
Really?
blue, boner blue looking girl. Idiot!
Bella moved slowly and awkwardly into view, eyes searching.
Coming around the corner like, where's my boyfriend?
Where's
Where's my boyfriend?
Where is he?
Is he here?
Is he here?
Where is he?
Where?
Where's my boyfriend?
I'd seen the dress in Alice's head,
But not like this.
The thin chiffon was ruched and ruffled to provide a semblance of modesty.
Because more men.
Modest is hottest. The body of the dress was gathered in an asymmetrical line that gave her shape subtle hourglass contours. Body yada yada yada.
Of course it was deep blue in color. Alice had noticed my preference. Yeah, well, everyone
Yeah.
everyone knows your preference.
Everyone knows your preference.
On one foot, Bella wore a blue satin shoe with a stiletto heel and long ribbons wrapped up her leg to hold it in place. On the other foot, her dingy walking cast.
I stared at Bella while she stared wide-eyed at me, just staring into each other's eyes.
Wow, she said. Indeed. I agreed.
Wow.
Indeed, I agreed.
Nice!
She glanced down and blushed. Well, this is me in a dress. They get into the car.
The Volvo.
The Volvo. And Bella's like, at what point exactly are you going to tell me what's going on? She asked.
Bella, you're usually very astute. How do you not know that it's prom tonight?
Yeah. The posters are all over the school. It's all anyone's been talking about.
You got like dressed and made up with your bestie all day, and then your boyfriend was waiting with a tux and flowers, and now you seem to be driving towards the school together?
Yeah. I'm shocked that you haven't figured it out yet, I answered with a grin, playing along, because she had to be teasing.
And then suddenly, Edward's phone rings in his pocket. He's like, what? Who dat? Looks at caller ID. It's Charlie. What? As a general rule, Bella's father didn't call me, so it was with some trepidation that I answered, Hello, Charlie?
Charlie, Bella whispered, anxious too. Charlie, what's wrong? What's wrong? Is there crime? Hey, Edward. I'm sorry to disturb your, evening, but I wasn't quite sure. See, Taylor Crowley just showed up here in a tux, and he seems to think he's taking Bella to the prom.
What? Tyler? The guy that hit Bella with his car almost in the beginning of the book?
Also, Tyler, Edward has been hissing at everyone in the hallway since he got back from meeting Bella's mother in Phoenix. Like,
yeah, like,
what made you think that she was gonna go to prom with you?
And just like be available without ever having discussed it with her?
And she hasn't talked to you in like 2 months, I'm guessing. What the hell?
Tyler, you f***ing idiot. I'm out to sea on this one, Charlie continued, uncomfortable. Gotta throw in a fishing metaphor.
Yeah, I don't know what the rod is going on here.
I'm real confused.
Nice. I thought you were Bella's bait. I mean date. You want me to talk to him? I offered. Charlie's like, please. Here, Tyler, it's for you. Bella was staring at my face, worried about what was happening between her father and me. And yeah, why is he calling you? She didn't notice the bright red car that suddenly swerved around us. I ignored Rosalie's pleasure at passing me. I always ignored Rosalie now and concentrated on the call. Rosalie's just like, I'm gonna prom in my red Beamer. I'm gonna prom. Screw you, Edward.
Try to ignore this.
I'm better than you. I hate you.
Let's ride.
Going to prom. I'm gonna get there before you.
Get that parking spot.
Suck it. Hello, Tyler. This is Edward Cullen. Full name, Edward Cullen. In case you know any other Edwards that hang out with Bella.
In this town, population 200.
It is I, Edward Cullen,
protagonist of the book
and protector of the Bella. Good evening. Bella sucked in a sharp breath. I'm sorry if there's been some kind of miscommunication, but Bella is unavailable tonight. To be perfectly honest, she'll be unavailable every night as far as anyone besides myself is concerned. No offense. And I'm sorry about your evening. I'm like so sorry about your evening. But I'm also hope that it's ruined. Not! She's unavailable for every night as long as you're concerned, or until she gets her cast wet and has to get her taken off, because the minute the cast is off, we're breaking up. Yeah,
it's over.
Hangs up. That's that. And doesn't wait for Tyler to say goodbye.
Just, sorry about your evening.
And he looks over to ass Bella's reaction.
Was that last part a bit too much? I worried. I didn't mean to offend you.
It had been a very domineering kind of thing to say, and while I was fairly positive that Bella had no interest in Tyler, it wasn't really my place to make that decision for her. Just like it's not really your place to make the decision for her to be a vampire or not. But like, so glad that like when it works for you, you check in on her feelings and her consents. Cute. Stupid.
What I'd said was wrong in other ways too, but not in a way that I thought would upset her. I was taking our relationship one day at a time, 1 hour at a time. I didn't look into the future. It was enough that I could feel it coming. When I promised her forever now, I meant as far as I could see. And I wasn't looking.
He's like, forever. And that could be tomorrow. I don't know. Bella's face was bright red, and her expression, furious.
You're taking me to the prom!
She shouted. She really hadn't known. I didn't know what to do with that.
He's like, maybe my girlfriend is a dumbass.
Yeah, what? The contusions have finally caught up to her.
Yeah. Oh my god. Look at all these healed contusions.
She's just like a full concussion. Like she is a concussion. No clue.
This whole thing has been a hallucination from the car accident.
And now there were actual tears brimming in her eyes, and she had one hand clenched around the door handle as though she wanted to throw herself in the car rather than face the horror of high school dance.
High school dance? No!
Edward locks the doors. She scrubbed at the tears falling down her cheeks. Don't ruin the makeup!
Alice's handiwork?
I know you never wear makeup, nor should you, Bella, but come on, Alice just spent hours doing this, so you're gonna ruin it.
You're scrubbing? Not just like dabbing at the corner, like...
It's good. The mascara is everywhere. It's done.
It's done. It's over. You have to turn around and go home.
Yeah, no. This is completely ridiculous. Why are you crying? Because I'm mad! She shouted, ah! So he just decides to dazzle her. He looks over. Bella, stop it. Stop it. Stop crying. Stop being silly, okay? And she's like, what? She said, totally distracted. She's like, wait, what? Why was I crying?
Why was I mad?
I can't remember. You're so hot that I don't remember why I was mad. Humor me, I pleaded. Fine, I'll go quietly. But you'll see, I am way overdue for more bad luck. I'll probably break my other leg. Look at this shoe. It's a death trap.
She pointed her toes in my direction.
Edward's a foot guy.
The contrast between the thick satin ribbons laced up her narrow calf, ballet style, and her ivory skin was beautiful in a way that transcended fashion. In this place of endless winter wardrobes, it was fascinating to see parts of her I'd never seen before, like her f***ing ankle. Oh. He really is from the early 1900s because he like sees her ankle and is scandalized.
Yeah. What? Has he never seen her ankles before?
Has she been wearing socks in the house all the time?
Yeah,
like,
what? I breathed. Remind me to thank Alice for that
tonight.
Remind me to thank my sister for giving me a boner. Alice is gonna be there with Jasper and Emmett and Rosalie.
Bella says, is Charlie in on this? And Edward says, of course, leaving out that the entire town of Forks and probably most of the county was in on the secret of prom being held tonight.
Drag her!
I mean, there are posters up all over the school. Like, how did you miss it?
And also, Charlie knew when the other school dance was happening. Remember, he's like, no plans tonight?
It's Saturday, the day Bella was supposed to go to Seattle, which was her excuse for not going to the Girls Ask Guys dance. So tonight is the night of the dance.
Ask Guy dance. Charlie's like, it's Saturday, no plans tonight.
Charlie's like, you're not going to the Girl Ask Guy dance?
Because everyone knows the plans of the town of 50 people.
Now they're pulling in to the school parking lot. It's almost prom time.
Put up a parking lot. Ooh, pop, pop, pop. Ooh, prom, prom, prom. Prom in the parking lot. Ooh, prom, prom, prom. Her arms are folded across her chest. She does not want to get out of the car. When someone wants to kill you, you're brave as a lion, I complain. But then when someone mentions dancing,
you're as stupid as a lamb. I feel like that was supposed to be a lion-lamb metaphor again, but then what a sick, masochistic author.
Bella, I won't let anything hurt you, I promised. Not even yourself. I won't let go of you once. I promise. And I never break a promise. I leaned into the car and put my arm around her waist. Her throat was at my lips. Her fragrance as strong as a forest fire, but more delicate than the flowers in her hair. She didn't resist as I drew her from the car. He's like, let's go to prom.
Oh, okay.
I'd be like, hi.
I'd be like, okay, let's skip prom. Let's just...
We're In the cafeteria, the overhead lights were all off, replaced with miles of borrowed Christmas tree lights that were stapled to the walls in an uneven scallop pattern because it's underwater themes.
The prom theme is under the sea.
The prom theme is scallops. Everyone gets a scallop. It was quite dim, but not enough to disguise the outdated decor.
Everyone's done a scallop theme before.
they every year at Forks they do a scallop theme prom. What theme are they gonna do this year? I don't know. Probably scallops.
I guess.
The crepe paper garlands appeared to have been used before, faded and creased as they were. How expensive is buying like a bulk crepe paper?
The balloon arches were new though, because balloons are kind of a one-time use. Guys,
Yeah, they have the old balloons from last year. They're just like wrinkled sacks.
they just reinflate the balloons every year.
They're like huge because they've been stretched out so much. Bella giggled. The decorations are so cute. Use crepe paper.
I love scallop prom. Edward Senpai, let's go.
Edward, are these balloons new? New balloons. This looks like a horror movie waiting to happen. More Carrie references because that's the only prom reference Steph Mayer knows.
Well, there are more than enough vampires present.
That's Edward.
Well, there are more than enough vampires present. I agreed.
My siblings were showing off. It was kind of a release, I supposed. We were always very contained. Tonight, Rosalie, Emmett, Jasper, and Alice were really dancing. They melded 100 styles from other decades into new creations that could belong to any time at all. Of course, they were graceful beyond human ability. Bella wasn't the only one staring. Emmett, Jasper, and Rosalie are in the middle of prom, like flipping,
Doing, like, combining decades of different dance moves to the hit songs of 2005.
doing the Charleston to Yeah by Usher, like the mashed potato. The lift from Dirty Dancing. Beverly Hills. Emmett and Rosalie just like
Cause you had a bad day. You take one down. You sing the same.
Emmett doing like a full like back break dance.
What you gonna do with all that
Spinning
junk? All that
on my head. I am on.
Get you drunk.
Jasper's doing straight up ballet, like the one leg up, the one leg posse. Like Rosalie's just doing like some tutting in the middle of the floor. Look at my moves. Hip hop and tango combined.
R.I.P. Corsage.
No, mine is gone. Utterly ridiculous.
Over the top. Showing off.
Showboating, as some might say. Some humans also dance, but they kept their distance from the showboating vampires. Everyone's like, they're being so weird right now.
Oh my god.
They're just like stepping side to side, like the prom.
all the regular prom people are just...
The Cullens are so weird. They must be secret vampires.
Yeah, they're definitely secret vampires. The weirdest scallop prom I've ever been to.
Those hot dating siblings are really weird.
Yeah, this is another weird thing about those hot dating siblings. It probably comes along with the same eyes they all have that no one else has.
And how they are never in class.
And how they all ditched school last week when Bella was missing.
Everyone was gone. Everyone's like, Bella's gone. Do you want me to bolt the doors so you can massacre the unsuspecting townsfolk?
And where do you fit into that scheme, I wondered. Like, he's like, yeah, you would be the first one murdered.
Oh, I'm with the vampires, of course.
Iconic line.
Yeah.
Iconic line. I had that on a t-shirt.
I had to smile. Anything to get out of dancing.
Anything.
I'm dead fucking serious.
Like, literally, we could murder everyone in here. They're not my friends anymore. I'm over
don't
them.
care.
Honestly, it would
I don't even
bring both of us joy for you to murder Mike Schmike.
I don't even sit with him at lunch anymore. Like, they're nothing to
They're
me.
dead to me.
Let's kill them all.
Let's make it official.
Starting with Mike Schmike.
Although Angela and Ben, like, distract them.
Angela and Ben, like, they're cute.
Get
like,
them
they'll
out.
be fine. We'll get them out.
Get
but
them
like, Mike Schmike is first, and Jess with the jugs.
That gossiping bitch.
He's pulling her towards the dance floor. She says, Edward, I honestly can't dance.
Don't worry, silly, I said gently.
I can.
And then they do the daddy-daughter dance thing where Bella stands on his feet. Weird. I feel like I'm 5 years old, she laughed, because we're doing this weird daddy-daughter dance thing. Edward says,
You don't look 5, said Jacob 3 months after Renesmee was born.
No! So they're dancing and Bella's like, actually, like, this isn't half bad since our bodies are pressed against each other and we never get to do this. And he's holding her thinking like, I can't wait for her to say this 20 years in the future to her children while I watch from the window like a peeping Tom.
Literally. All of a sudden he hears these like thoughts, they're coming in. He's like, what? Who dat? Who dat?
The clear thoughts hesitating in the doorway were very familiar. It's Jacob!
It's Jacob Black! He showed up at a prom and he doesn't even go to that school. How the fuck did he get in without a student ID?
No, literally, like, what is it? Bella asked, because I guess Edward's like, huh? I wasn't ready to answer. I felt a depth of rage that closed my throat. So, the Quileutes were going to keep pushing, straining against the treaty they made, the treaty that did nothing but protect them. Bella twists in his arms to look at what he's looking at. She's just like, what are you looking at? Is it the crap pepper? Jacob Black walked hesitantly through the door, blinking as his eyes adjusted to the low light. He's like, oh God,
Where am I?
the darkest prom ever. Dang, she is here. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe my dad thinks this guy's an actual vampire. This is so completely stupid. I shouldn't let myself get angry. Did it really matter that a group of toothless old men broke the treaty? It wouldn't change much, even if they paid for a billboard on the 101 that read, "The local doctor and his children are vampires! You have been warned!" No one would believe. Even his son didn't believe. I held still as Jacob approached. Hey, Bella, I was hoping you would be here. It was obvious this was the exact opposite of what he'd been hoping. I don't even know how to express that. Bella, hey, Bella. I was hoping you'd be here.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. Bella's voice was warm when she answered. Hi, Jacob. What's up? Can I cut in? Oh, his tone was respectful though. Can I cut in? Edward sets Bella down and walks away. Edward doesn't say anything. He's just like sets her down. That'd be pretty intimidating though. Like, can I cut in? And the guy just is like, have at it. Good luck.
Incel. Huh, Jacob was thinking. That's an awful perfume Bella's wearing because his werewolf senses are tingling.
They're smelling all that vampy essence that's rubbing up on
the
her.
vampire pheromone.
Wow, Jake. How tall are you now?
6'2". 6'2".
So, how did you end up here tonight? There was no real curiosity in her voice. Oh, she already figured it out. She's so astute. Meanwhile, had no idea that she was going to prom tonight, but
knows exactly why Jacob's at prom.
Can you believe my dad paid me $20 to come to your prom?
She says, yes, I can. And Jacob says, she's being so nice about this. She's the nicest girl I know.
All the girls on the reservation are dicks.
All those girls are assholes.
Especially Leah.
Actually, no Leah slander. Like, Leah's kind of a homie, even if she is a bitch. But, like, you know.
She has a lot of reasons to be angry. So
yeah.
Seen anything you like? She nodded playfully to a line of girls standing along the wall to my left.
Yeah, Jacob said. But she's taken.
You look really pretty, by the way, he added.
Bella
frowned. Thanks. Bella, you literally just asked him who he liked.
Oh my God, set yourself up for that. Like, big time. Like, what did you think he was?
See anything you like? Oh, me? Oh my God.
Oh my God,
Jacob, stop being weird.
Stop.
Leave me alone. I have a boyfriend. So, why did Billy pay you to come here?
Jacob says, he said that if I told you something, he would get me the master cylinder I needed.
Oh, nice. So it's $20 and a master cylinder. Hell yeah. Car. Rock on.
Jacob does cars.
Jacob does cars.
Semi-splitter. Oh, don't get mad, okay?
Like, you can't get mad.
Like, don't get mad. She's already been nicer than I had any reason to expect.
They've been talking for 5 seconds.
Jacob, how do people treat you?
This is so stupid. I'm so sorry, Bella.
Bella, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Jeez.
Oh God. Oh, it's so embarrassing. He wants you to break up with your boyfriend. He told me to tell you, please. So bad. Embarrassing. Like, my dad wants you to break up with your boyfriend.
It's because of my dad.
It's not coming from me, even though I want to date you. It's coming from my dad.
Edward thinks it was strange how much older he seemed tonight. They looked like peers now. Maybe just because of his new height. A strange thought crossed my mind. half imagination, half fear. Would that pretty cluttered little house that Bella's gonna like tell her future kids about when to go to prom, would that be in La Push?
No! Whoa, Jacob looks good. What if they got married? I shook the idea away. No. She's like, anyway, thanks for coming. And he doesn't leave, so she's like, is there more?
But wait! There's more!
Forgot it. He mumbled, looking away.
I'll get a job and save the money myself. Dude, just spit it out, Jacob. He goes, it's so bad.
It's so bad. It's so bad, Bella. Oh my god, it's so bad. Jeez, this sounds bad. Oh god. He said to tell you, no, to warn you that, and this is his plural, not mine. Okay.
We'll be watching.
It's so bad. I'm so
sorry.
Oh my god, it's like Bella broke into a peal of laughter.
Laughs in his face.
Cause like, wait, that was the bad thing you said?
That was it?
You'll be watching?
Okay.
I'm scared.
Assumed that would be the case.
Throw up a billboard. I'm so scared.
Yeah. He was overwhelmed with relief. She's right. It's hilarious.
I didn't mind that much. She looks so pretty. I would never have seen her in this dress if I hadn't come. Worth it right there, even with the gross perfume. Song ends. Bella's arms drop. Edward's cue.
My cue.
The cue.
Jacob kept his hands on her waist, unsure if she could stand without help. Yeah, that's why he keeps his arms on her waist. That's why. Do you want to dance again, or I can help you get somewhere?
That's all right, Jacob.
I'll take it from here.
That's all right, Jacob. I'll take it from here. Jacob's recoils.
Hey, didn't see you there. I can't believe I'm letting Billy get in my head this way. He's like, yeah, that was very vampire-like. Guess we'll see you around, Bella.
Yeah, I'll see you
later. He waves and goes, sorry, and then dips. Bye, Jacob.
Bye.
Thank you for coming to prom. We'll see you in a couple of months in New Moon.
He'll be after that image of Bella in the dress for months.
Edward pulls Bella into his arms, sliding his feet under hers again. Edward's like, Jacob is very irritating, and Bella's like, why? First of all, he made me break my promise, and I never break a promise.
Bet. She didn't remember. She's like, What promise?
What promise?
Other than the one of like, you never breaking up with me, I can't think of another promise. I promised I wouldn't let go of you tonight.
Oh,
but there's something else.
Wait, there's more.
He called you pretty.
That's practically an insult, the way you look right now.
You're much more than beautiful. You're absolutely stunning, gorgeous. You make fashion seem irrelevant. Transcendent.
So they're dancing some more, and then Bella's looking around at all the prom stuff, and then she's like, so, are you gonna explain the reason for all this? Like,
What was the reason? What was the reason? What was the reason?
why are we actually at prom? Like, why?
I thought about what I could tell her. Not the vision of her being married and telling her children about how we went to prom.
No.
That's a little crazy. I could tell her like a little bit of the reason behind that vision. I changed the direction of our dance, spitting toward the back exit. I pushed the door open with my back, still dancing. He literally twirls them out the door like, good job.
He whisks her away from the prom, into a little woodsy area, and they're sitting on a park bench. The pale moon is shining through the trees, and it's just the two of them. And suddenly it's very like, I don't know, like romantic and cute and like private, intimate.
Yeah. And he mentions that it's the bench that she had seen her sitting at when it was sunny and he wasn't at school.
Yeah.
Where Mike Schmeig asked her on a date and noticed the red in her hair.
And he murdered his very first spruce tree.
Yeah. I never noticed, but your hair has a little red in it. Get your hands off her.
I accidentally uprooted the young spruce tree my hand was resting on.
The dead spruce is lying a couple yards away.
Rotting into the soil.
Bella is still waiting for an explanation. She's like, okay, now we're like sitting out here and the vibe changed. So anyway, the point?
Yeah, we needed to come outside for you to tell me why you brought me to prom. This feels serious.
Twilight again, I mused. Another ending. No matter how perfect the day is, it always has to end. These days mattered so much and ended so quickly. Just like to stop.
Some things don't have to end. I brought you to the prom because I don't want you to miss anything. I don't want my presence to take anything away from you if I can help it. I want you to be human. I want your life to continue as it would have if I died in 1918, like I should have.
I should have died. She shuddered and then shook her head violently twice. When she spoke, her voice was teasing. In what strange parallel dimension would I ever have gone to prom of my own free will? If you weren't 1,000 times stronger than me, I would have never let you get away with this.
I smiled. It wasn't so bad. You said so yourself.
Her eyes were clear and miles deep. That's because I was with you. There was no time to worry about the future now. The present was much more pleasant. I thought of the very recent past and her strange disorientation tonight. What had taken the place of the obvious answer in her mind? Like, yeah, why did she think she was getting all dressed up?
I smiled down at her. Will you tell me something? Don't I always? Just promise you'll tell me. She's like, well, okay, then what are you gonna ask?
Depends.
Because why are you asking me so hard?
I just said I would, but now you're making me like second guess that. So
I'm curious. What did you think I was dressing you up for?
She's like, pass, next, next. Not answering that one. She's like, but that's the easiest one. He's like, next. She hesitated, more serious than I expected.
I don't want to tell you.
You promised, and you never break a promise. Especially like at prom.
Yeah, at prom.
A prom is
The ultimate power.
I assumed it was some kind of occasion, title of the chapter, but I didn't think it would be some trite human thing. Prom! I took a short moment to control my reaction.
Human?
I asked. So I was hoping that you might have changed your mind, that you were going to change me after all. I thought I was gonna get immortal married and become a vampire.
Yeah, you thought that would be a black tie occasion, did you?
When it is a black tie occasion. Okay, fast forward to breaking down really quick. Spoiler to anybody that's like watching this. Bella becomes a vampire, and during the transformation, Alice dresses her in this ice blue, like, long sleeve silk gown. Dresses her to the fucking nines. It is a black tie occasion.
Yeah, what are you gonna, Bella would not want to be shuffled over in like leggings and a t-shirt to become a vampire. She wants it to be like a sorority or a fraternity like induction.
Initiation.
Yeah, where it's like candles everywhere, like you say the secret code, you do the secret handshake, you like get down on your knee, Carlisle blesses you, and then Edward just goes
or like very romantic, like throat bite in front of the whole family. I don't know. I don't know how these things work, but like to me at least, that seems more rational than prom does.
I tried to smile, but that just irritated her. It's not funny, she said. No, you're right, it's not. I'd rather treat it like a joke, though, than believe you're serious. But I am serious. Take me seriously, please.
I know.
I sighed.
I know you want to be taken seriously,
but
and it's like so inconvenient.
Have you seen your face? Though what she wanted was my perfect future, an erasure of decades of agony, it didn't appeal to me. I could never pay for my own happiness with the loss of hers. Sit down, even though you're already sitting.
Get out.
Leave right now. It's the end of you and me.
It's too late,
Please.
and I can't wait for you to change me into a vampire. Cause I know about her, who, and I wonder things. I got all the life I expected you to change me to a vampire. You took me to the prom.
When I poured my heart out to her distant god, I begged for strength. This much he'd given me.
Misgendering God again.
God is a woman.
We established God as a woman.
Yeah. I felt no desire at all to see Bella immortal.
Like no desire at all.
So he's like, never mind, I don't want to feel sad. It's prom night. I'm gonna like change the mood.
Let's not ruin prom, because I wanted selfishly for her, like 10% selfish for her to have a good night.
Yeah.
So
anyway, let's make it funny. Let's make it cute.
Let's make it cute.
So he makes it cute. I swallowed all my pain and grief and forced myself back into the moment. I would be with her while I could be. Are you really that willing? I asked.
She bit her lip and nodded. She's like,
she's so horny for it.
I'm so ready and willing. Take me and my life. No!
So ready for this to be the end. I sighed, stroking my finger down the side of her face.
For this to be the twilight of your life, though your life has barely started, you're ready to give up everything?
It's not the end. It's the beginning, she whispered.
I know what I am.
She rolled her eyes.
She's like, yeah, a hottie with a body.
Yeah, amazing and talented and live forever
And gorgeous
like,
and rich
do
and like
anything
awesome
and,
like strong and powerful
hot.
and smart. Okay.
I decided we could use a little playfulness. Okay.
Okay.
You ready now then? I asked, raising one eyebrow. Yes? I leaned closer to her, keeping my movement unhurried. My lips finally touched the skin of her throat. She swallowed again.
And his lips are on her throat. So just, the Adam's apple just.
Right now, I whispered. She shivered. Then her body tensed. Her hands clenched into fists. And her heart started hammering faster than the faraway music from the dance.
Bella's just standing there nervously and Edward's kissing her. She's like, is it gonna happen? And in the background, it's just.
Yes, she whispered. My game had failed. I laughed at myself and straightened up. You can't really believe that I would give in that easily. She relaxed and her heart slowed.
A girl can dream.
Is that what you dream about? Being a monster? Yes.
Yeah, all the time.
Not exactly. That's not the word that I would have used. Like
Yeah, I don't
all
say
powerful,
that.
immortal hottie. Yeah, I dream about being that. You're
Sure.
equal? Yeah.
You're equal?
I dream
Yeah,
about being
yeah.
that.
Mostly, I dream about being with you forever.
You guys, I dream about being in the show forever and having this forever, but there was pain in her voice, doubt. Did she think I didn't want her the same way?
Yeah.
I wish I could ease her mind, but I couldn't. I traced the shape of her lips and breathed her name.
I don't want to mess my glasses.
I hope she could hear the devotion in my voice. I will stay with you as long as I can, as long as it's allowed, as long as it doesn't hurt you, until the sign comes, until it's impossible for me to ignore.
Isn't that enough? Until the sign comes. He's waiting for a sign from Jasper. I mean, the universe. I mean, God, who is a woman?
She smiled, but was unappeased. Enough for now. Bella didn't realize now was all we had. My breath came out as a groan. Now. Her fingertips brushed along the edge of my jaw. They're just touching each other's face like,
Oh, look.
look, Beam.
Look.
Look. Look. I love you more than everything else in the world combined. Isn't that enough? And then I could smile a genuine smile. Yes, it is enough, I promised. Enough for forever, or until you get your cast off. This time, I spoke of the real forever. My eternal forever! As the night finally overcame the end of day, I leaned forward and kissed the warm skin of her throat.
That's the end.
The end. Oh my god! You guys! We did it!
We did it. That's the end of the book. That's the end of the freaking book.
This has brought so much joy and light to our lives, and we're just grateful that anyone stumbled upon our little tiny channel.
Yeah, seriously. If you watched just this one or like any of them, if you made it to the end of the video, this has been just the best and so much fun and like truly so fun, and like thank you for like
For everything.
hanging out and giving a shit, and thank you for doing it with me.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Love you. Goodbye.
As we go,
Goodbye.
we remember
Bye. Bye.
times we
And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. It hasn't like sunk in anything.
friends forever.
Bitch, we're rolling.
Okay, sweet.
This is gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna cut it together and we're gonna look better once it's edited.
Okay, cool. Is it recording?
Yeah. Okay, we can start whenever we want again.
Okay, cool.
Whenever we want.
Hello, twi whores and girls and gentlemen and
Everybody
theys.
in between.
Yeah.
All my NBs out there, welcome.
Hi. guess I'm leaving because I don't want to murder someone. And they're like, we'll miss you. And that's chapter 1.
The end.
Amazing.
Chapter 1. On to chapter 2, which is open book.
Open book.
But chapter 1, that was really cute.
It was cute.